I call to order the, good evening and welcome. I call to order the joint committee meeting.
I'm sitting here and I wish I would have asked a question before I voted.
Yeah, when I think about it, even if I think it's stupid, I ask.
Good evening and welcome.
Because I
I call to order
understand.
the joint committee meeting of the Health, Education and Welfare and Land and Natural Resources and Cultural Preservation Committees by teleconference. The date is January 25th, 2022. The time is 6:00 p.m. I would like to request Representative Galen Cloud give us our invocation, please.
Let us pray. Ohayri woski hallelujah legitsa. Uzanita da hanyuwadi mogia to galgiata. Ilirundo. Pavonagi azulagata. Yavata atwayaga. Jujaka sogi. Ujitsin. Ufangada. Jujabagi. Madamu idasin. Juji vidundui. Nagawagada. Ya. Yanagidas when I easy hania, when he live, when he did it. Nagidas, when he to it. Marata Jingi are whales, Jimmy do. Now you're more than your estimuscobi. You know what that leg, who he did it. Nagidas, both think that I will be dying. Marata, Azulaga, Omaha, who he didn't do. Marata, Murder, Jimmy didn't do. Market, wake it to go. Amen.
Meadow, Representative Cloud. Roll call vote, Legislative Clerk April Lindsay.
Mary Crawford, present. Joyce Dare,
Present.
Randall Hicks. Randall Hicks. Leonard Gouch,
Here.
Anna Marshall,
Present.
Charles McHenry,
Here.
Galen Cloud,
Present.
Darrell Proctor,
Here.
Nelson Harjo,
Here.
Joseph Hicks.
Here.
Madam Chair, you got 9 present and 1 absent.
9 present and 1 absent constitutes a quorum.
Madam
All
Chair,
business conducted.
you didn't call my name
Yes.
Robert Huft. You didn't call Robert Huft.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Huft. Robert Huft.
Present.
April,
Yes, ma'am.
do we have 1 absent?
Yes, still the 1 absent.
Okay, so it's 10 and 1.
Excuse me, ma'am. I forgot that Mr. Hicks has moved to, he's on BF and J, so it's actually Robert Huff instead of Randall. So we still only have 9 present and 1 absent, or excuse me, 10 present and 0 absent.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarification. That constitutes a quorum. All business conducted will be official. First order of business is approval of minutes of December 14th, 2021.
Madam
Has
Chair.
everybody had an opportunity?
Madam
Yes.
Chair, this is Representative Marshall. I make a motion to approve the minutes with any necessary changes.
We have a motion on the floor by Representative Marshall to approve the minutes. Is there a second?
Second, Representative McHenry.
Second by Representative McHenry. We'll do a voice vote. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 All opposed? The motion carries. The minutes of December 14th, 2021 are approved. First order of business, TR 22-017, a tribal resolution of the Muskogee Creek Nation approving the construction contract with Masca Builders, LLC for construction of a public education facility and lecture hall located on the College of the Muskogee Nation campus, Sponsor, Anna Marshall.
Motion for due pass.
We have a motion for due pass by Representative Marshall,
Second.
second by Representative Crawford. Discussion.
Dr. Randall's available for any questions.
Ms. Jay, I'm here.
Monty
This is
Randall, you
our
have the
third
floor.
building. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you, Madam Chair. This is for our third building on the college campus. So this will be for our exhibit hall, lecture hall with a emphasis on STEM education. And so we went through several applications and we selected MASCA as one of our finalists. And then after an interview and a vetting process of reviewing and contacting their getting some recommendations, we chose MASCA Builders for this contract. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions for Dr. Randall? By
Madam
committee,
Chair. Oh, sorry.
by
Madam
committee members?
Chairperson, this,
I'm sorry, I can't recognize the voice.
this is Kyle Haskins. I apologize, Madam Chairperson. I just wanted to
Okay,
raise,
just one second. Hold on, Kyle. Hold on, just one second. Are there any other questions from the committee? If not, any questions from council online? Okay, Mr. Haskins, you have the floor.
thank you very much, and I apologize for jumping in. We, the primary reason that we wanted this issue brought before council, just for total disclosure sake, we had a prior issue many years ago with MASCA with regard to a job contract, and they were given the opportunity to make some corrections to, I believe it was a floor in a project or walk off the job, and they chose at that time to leave. And again, it was a choice that was given to them. The primary reason that we wanted to bring this forward before council is that this is a different, while it's the same name, it's different leadership, it's different ownership, it's different individuals that are involved in MASCA. So while it may be the same name, it's an entirely different group of individuals that are running that business now. So that was the primary reason. We just wanted council to understand that while we may have had an issue with them in the past, that is entirely distinguishable from the group that's before us today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Are there any questions? If not, roll call vote, please.
Anna Marshall,
Yes.
Charles McHenry,
Yes.
Galen Cloud,
Yes.
Darrell Proctor,
Yes.
Nelson Harjo,
Yes.
Joseph Hicks. Joseph Hicks,
Yes.
Mary Crawford,
Yes.
Robert Huff,
Yes.
Leonard Gouch. Leonard Gouch.
Yes.
Madam Chair, you got, excuse me, 9 in favor and 0 against.
9 in favor and 0 against. TR 22-017 has passed. The next item is TR 22-018, a tribal resolution of the Muskogee Creek Nation authorizing the construction of an emergency department expansion at the Muskogee Nation Medical Center in Okmulgee, Oklahoma, on behalf of the Muskogee Creek Nation Department of Health. Sponsor Joseph Hicks.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to postpone for 1 month.
Sponsor Representative Hicks has made a motion to postpone for 1 month. Is there a second?
Second, Representative McHenry.
Mr. McHenry has motion to second that motion. Roll call vote, please.
Joseph Hicks,
Yes.
Mary Crawford,
Yes.
Robert Huff,
Yes.
Leonard Gouch,
Yes.
Anna Marshall,
Yes.
Charles McHenry,
Yes.
Galen Cloud,
Yes.
Darrell Proctor,
Yes.
Nelson Harjo.
yes,
Madam Chair, you got 9 in favor and 0 against.
9 in favor and 0 against. That TR 22-018 is postponed for 1 month. Next item is TR 22-019, a tribal resolution of the Muskogee Creek Nation authorizing the principal chief to execute a revised offer to purchase agreement with the Oklahoma Transportation Commission for surplus access rights for the College of the Muskogee Nation and to accept a partial reinstatement of access rights. Sponsor, Anna Marshall.
Motion for due pass.
We have a motion for due pass by Representative Marshall. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Representative Joe Hicks. Discussion?
Madam Chairwoman, this is Jesse Allen.
Yes, Mr. Allen, you have the floor.
Thank you. So this is, and I've been working with the College of Muskogee Nation, Dr. Randall, and also with Tom Edwards with our Federal Roads Department. So this purchase of access rights is for the entrance to the College of the Muskogee Nation. I don't know for how long the nation has been utilizing that access, and it is currently that access is owned by the Oklahoma Department of Transportation. So we were approached with an offer to purchase that access where the Muskogee Creek Nation would own it, and that's why we were asking for this acceptance of this offer to purchase these access rights from the council today.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. Are there any questions from the committee for Mr. Allen? Any questions from council online? If not, roll call vote, please.
Anna Marshall,
Yes.
Charles McHenry,
Yes.
Galen Cloud,
Yes.
Darrell Proctor,
Yes.
Nelson Harjo,
yes,
Joseph Hicks,
Yes.
Mary Crawford,
Yes.
Robert Huff,
Yes.
Leonard Gouch.
Yes.
Madam Chair, you got 9 in favor and 0 against.
9 in favor and 0 against. TR 22-019 is passed. NCA 22-008, a law of the Muskogee Creek Nation authorizing an appropriation for the purchase of surplus access rights from the Oklahoma Transportation Commission for the College of the Muskogee Nation. Sponsor, Anna Marshall.
Motion for due pass.
We have a motion for due pass by Representative Marshall. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
April, can you help me with that? I couldn't tell who.
I
was
heard
first.
Mary first.
Second by Representative Crawford. Discussion? Ms. Marshall, you have the floor.
Madam Chair, this is Jesse Allen. Sorry, didn't realize I was on mute.
Okay, go ahead. You have the floor. Thank
So
you.
this is for the College of Muskogee Nation has already paid the 10% for, if I'm correct, Dr. Randall, for this access, and this is for the remaining portion.
Madam Chair.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Dr. Randall.
Yes, this is for the payment of that access. So there's a bit of history with that. It goes back several years where ODOT had offered this to us, and then this offer came back up about mid last year, and it was for 36,500. And then we began working on it with the AG's office and with Mr. Allen. And then at the end of the year, they sent us the notice. And so in order to ensure that we got it, we needed that 10% down. So the college went ahead and paid that 10%. And then we're asking for this legislation. So we've paid that 10%, and this is the remaining balance of that 36,500. Madam
Thank you,
Chair,
Dr. Randall.
Madam Chair, this is
Are there
Kyle
any
Haskell.
questions? Okay, go ahead, Mr.
Thank
Well,
you.
hold on just a minute.
Certainly.
Are there any questions from the committee? I'm sorry, from the committee? Any questions from council online? Okay, Mr. Haskins, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I am still trying to find where my time is to jump in. I just wanted to point out that as with the prior legislation, TR 22019, Mr. Allen's exactly correct. I just wanted to point out that the only reason we need that legislation is because it's government to government. And for that reason, it needed to be brought before council. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Are there any questions?
Madam Chair, this is Representative Marshall. What would be, is Mr. Darnell on the line?
Mr. Darnell?
Yes, ma'am.
What would, this is Representative Marshall. What would be the funding source for this?
It'd be the capital improvements fund.
Say that again?
The capital improvements fund, and that should be addressed at the BF and J at the next meeting.
BF and J have already met.
Oh, really? On my agenda, I have that they meet at 6:15.
That's a joint meeting between BF and J and LNC.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
It has to be addressed at a BF and J meeting itself, but that is already passed. So this will be all we needed was the funding source.
Okay, well, I didn't think you could, I can tell you what the funding source is, but it has to go before BF and J, right? So this doesn't approve the funding source, right? Because it's not J. So this needs to be forwarded to BF and J for a funding source. I can tell you what it's going to be, but that doesn't mean it's properly authorized here. That's just my understanding.
After the BFJ has already met, when things come up like this, that funding source can be addressed in a joint committee or at the full council at the regular session or quarterly session. So just sometimes it happens that way, but typically it does go to BFJ.
Okay, well, I've just never seen it in the pack, but I've only been here for 3 years.
Okay.
There's money in the capital improvements fund. If you're asking me what the funding source is, it's the capital improvements fund.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Darnell. Are there any other questions? If not, roll call vote, please.
Anna Marshall,
Yes.
Charles McHenry,
Yes.
Galen Cloud,
Yes.
Darrell Crawford,
Yes.
Nelson Harjo,
yes,
Joseph Hicks,
yes,
Mary Crawford,
Yes.
Robert Huff,
Yes.
Leonard Galvin.
Yes.
Madam Chair, you got 9 in favor and 0 against.
9 in favor and 0 against. NCA 22-008 has passed. We're down to other business. Is there any other business? Hearing none. Any announcements? Hearing none. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
A motion by, I couldn't tell who the first one was.
Representative Marshall made the motion to adjourn.
And Marshall, okay. And Mr. McHenry, second.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Same sign. Hearing none, we are adjourned. I would like to request a benediction from Representative Crawford.
Lord Jesus, I just thank you for allowing us to come together, conduct business for our nation. I pray that you be with us and help us make the right decisions as we go forward. And I pray that you put your healing hands on the ones that are sick and comfort them. And I ask that you watch over our veterans. And I ask all of this in your most precious name, I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Representative Crawford. We are adjourned at 6:20 PM.